Bala is a chartered accountant, and those who go to avail his services are doing so at their own risk, because he was a bodybuilder during his college days. And his relatives are a bunch of morons, because he says, I love to read, listen to music, blogs and meet friends, but not relatives. Bala Murugan, referred to as Bala by many, is a Tamil-speaking Indian, born and brought up in Chennai, 28 July 1977, did his schooling in Chindaripet Higher Secondary School and his bachelor's at Vivekananda College. He is married to Priya, who holds a doctorate in biochemistry and has a lovely daughter, 1-year-old baby by name Kavya Shri. I am going to read his qualifications. Please don't go to sleep because it's quite long. An ACA from Chartered Accountants of India, an ACS from Company Secretaries of India, an MBA Finance from Annamalai University, a postgraduate diploma in software commercial application from Bureau of Data Processing Systems, a postgraduate diploma in advanced Java programming, so on and so forth, a postgraduate diploma in business administration from Annamalai University again, a postgraduate diploma in management from Indian Institute of Management Technology. Bala's career path, he started his career as assistant manager for finance in Cricinfo, which is now ESPN. He went on to become a director for finance in the same company in a short frame of time, apart from heading various departments like accounts, secretarial, HR and office administration. Held directorships in a couple of ESPN subsidiaries in India. His desire to become an entrepreneur triggered him to initiate his business venture called Cogzidel Consultancy Services Private Limited. Thank God it's over.
You started studying when you were born itself.
Good morning, friends.
Good morning.
I am Bala. So I run the company Cogzidel Consultancy Services Private Limited. Let me start my presentation. It starts with keeping, and so if you see my face, that's where the right spot is. Okay. So people basically ask me, what does Cogzidel mean? So Cogzidel is a coined word. Basically, Cog is someone who does a routine but important work. Del indicates the prompt delivery, and Z we added for connectivity to make the name cool. So that's the Cogzidel name was born. And how we evolved. See, before we started the company, we basically understood the needs of the entrepreneurs in the areas of accounting and auditing. So we find that there are lots of difficulties for entrepreneurs to identify the right professional and coordinating with various consultants. Usually companies have one consultant for accounting tax, one consultant for VAT, one auditor, in-house accountant, outsourced accountant. So there are many people involved. Involving these people in the activity of the operations of the company by coordinating with each other is very difficult task for them. So we understand the problems of the entrepreneurs in terms of talking to all various people involved. And the impact of non-compliance with the legal statutes. Many people tend to lose the attention on taking care of the statutory compliance part, and as a result of which they pay huge penalty interest when the government knocks the door. And these were some of the points which we noticed, which are common among all entrepreneurs. So we thought that we should start a company for helping entrepreneurs in these areas. And companies run by two founders, so that's me and my other partner, Mr. Anand. So as introduced by Rajkumar, I'm a chartered accountant, company secretary and BDP holder. And I run the entire show. And my other partner, who is the founder of the company, his name is Anand Nagraj. He's a product of Great Lakes Institute of Management, BDP holder. And what we do, so the basic objective of the company is on accounting, auditing, statutory compliance and taxation advisory. So the primary duty, the primary operational purpose is accounting. When we talk about the accounting, we say it is not just accounting but professional accounting. See what happens when you do the accounting, there are many impacts or if the accounting is not done properly. Say for example, if there is an assessment from the IT department and if the accounting is not properly done, so usually IT people are contact you after a few years, after the accounting is done. So by the time you would have come across many problems in the company in terms of the improper accounting, and when the government knocks your door, you will feel absolute problem. Since we have seen all the assessments part also, while we do the accounting itself, we ensure that it is professionally done, managed, so that you don't face any problem in the future. So that's what we call this professional accounting. The accounting service basically include checking all the bills, the transactions of the company, and the account listing. We prepare profit and loss account, balance sheet, and we share the monthly information system report at the end of each month. Let me show you a simple Excel sheet. It's a very small and simple Excel sheet where we indicate the revenues, month on month, and the expenses entered month on month, which basically tells you the performance of the company in terms of the revenues earned and expenses being spent. Let me tell you a simple example. Manish, Ishwar was saying that after Mr. Satya went and checked the internet usage or the telephone usage of this, so it was some external consultant came and saw that he was spending more, which would have happened if he has the opportunity to check his numbers like this, where he sees how much money he spends towards his expenditure, month on month, like towards salaries, towards internet, telephone, traveling, all expenses. If he looks at as a month on month comparison, you could actually understand, okay, I'm spending too much on my expenses, I need to cut down. So, and this has really happened that many entrepreneurs have thanked us saying that indicating my own numbers, through this report is something which helps to take decisions. So, it is a very simple report. It can be customized according to the requirements of the customers in terms of if you want unit-wise, department-wise, person-wise, so everything can be done. For the entire year, we share this kind of a report, month on month. After the accounting is done, we share this kind of a report. We do the bank reconciliation thing. Statutory things like provident fund, ESI, income tax, professional tax. We do the monthly execution of tax remittance. We file the relevant returns, service tax, excise duty, so all the other applicable taxes. We take care of the calculation. We advise you to how to remit the monies. We also take care of the filing the returns. So the importance of accounting. See, in business, we always involve ourselves in operations, and there is some back-end processing like the accounting and the auditing part, which most of the people normally tend to ignore, but they give importance only when there is a problem or there is a requirement or there is a need. Say for example, at the end of the year, suppose if you want to do something as the kind of a person we are signing up the agreement, signing up the deal, they might want you to produce the financials, audited financials. That's the time you realize that, okay, I need to get my accounts audited. And usually auditors don't chase, because being the professional service providers, auditors don't usually call the client say that, hey, your audit is due, we'll have to do it quickly. But we show a difference where, since it is a long process, we alert people in advance before the due date saying that we have to start off the audit, and that's how we take care of their process. The importance of accounting is something like earning and spending money in business without accounting or with improper accounting is no good. See, say for example, if you do an accounting where you don't really track your performance in terms of the revenues here and expenses spent, it doesn't make any sense as doing the business. So that's where we come into the picture, where we tell you that this is the performance of the company. Accounting helps you take major decisions. As I told, when you look at your numbers, you tend to take major decisions in terms of cutting down your cost by terminating some of the overstaffed people in the team, by reducing your traveling in case you think that a video conferencing can happen, so that we could save cost on travel. So these kind of major decisions can be taken by looking at the numbers on a month-on-month basis. Funding. See, some of us might want to go for funding and we go for expansion, either from bank or from other institutions, for which accounting numbers are the basics. If the numbers are not proper, then obviously this is going to be a tremendous trouble for you. I can share a case study where one of my clients whose business got valued at 120 crores. When he went for funding, he didn't do his accounting properly. The valuation came down to 20 crores, and he was unhappy, but he didn't have any other choice because it happened in the past years. So he thought, okay, let me sell the business for 20 crores, let me get the funding for 20 crores. But in the future, let me assure that everything is properly accounted. See, the chartered account's job is something that you disclose everything to them. They take care of the actual booking of the same, and what are the provisions, the loopholes which helps the entrepreneurs to save tax is something the auditors will take care. So that's the whole idea. So we advise people accordingly. Why outsourcing? So basically, we are outsourced accounting company. Why you need to outsource? Suppose if you don't have a requirement, suppose your business is a small business where you don't have to appoint an accountant, because if you appoint an accountant, the resource will be idle if you are a small company. So, but at the same, not having an accountant, that doesn't mean that you may not do accounting. So you can outsource your accounting job to people like us, where we take care of the accounting company. If you have accountant, most of the accountants are little down in terms of the updating themselves for the statutory things. Lazy, like most of the returns are not filed on time. So because of this, the company pays penalties and interest. So we help, in case you have an accountant whose service is not properly good, we can come and do, and we can help them in terms of how to do the proper accounting. Then there's a process called internal audit, where we can guide your accountant. Cost effective. See, if you don't want to appoint an accountant for whom you pay business average say about 10,000 rupees today, by outsourcing, we could cut down your recovery about 50%. Since we don't attend your office regularly, your cost is substantially reduced. Just you have to share the bills to us, and we do the accounting, and you save substantial amount of cost if you analyze the cost save. Attrition in accountants. Usually what happens, I know a Marwadi company where in 8 years they got about 10 accountants. So people normally stay about 6, 7, 8 months kind of stuff. And they gained experience, they move on to some other company for a better salary package. So having different set of people in the company in the accounts team is not a good thing, because what happens, what are things that they leave in the halfway through. If the person who takes over might find it very difficult to finish up, and people can throw name excuse saying that the previous guy didn't do properly, and that's the reason. Very important, professional accounting. Professional accounting, say when we do the accounting, we advise clients about the do's and don'ts, saying that there are certain personal expenses which could have been booked, so which we advise them how to do those kind of bookings so that you save taxes on them. Our primary concentration is on auditing too. So in audit there are many types, like usual statutory audit, tax audit. Internal audit, that's a concept where if you have accounts department and you are not happy about their function, you could engage us where we'll come and sit with you and analyze about what are the things that you're supposed to do and what are things which you have done, which you have not done, and what is the impact of the same. And we will advise these are things which have to be done. In case you find that your accounts department cannot do those things, we can execute that. In this entire process is called internal audit. And special audit, suppose there's an assignment for which you want to have a special audit. Due diligence. In case someone is going to acquire your business or you are going to acquire someone else's business, there is a concept called due diligence where all the transactions, the background of the promoters, everything has to be detailedly checked in and the report has to be provided. So based on which only the entire purchase or sale takes over. TDS audit, VAT audit, different kinds of audits, service tax, excise, cost, management audit. We do certification. See, you might need certification from the charter accountant for many purposes, for sending out money abroad, for funding purposes. So we do certification. We file income tax returns. Basically, income tax people think that it is not a must, but income tax returns, apart from discharging your responsibility as a citizen of India, it basically helps in things like visa purposes, your funding requirements. So we advise people to file the returns without fail. Registration, there are statutory compliances. See, we live in a country where there are many laws which rule the companies in the market. We don't have a choice, saying that I don't want to do this. You'll have to do it, but how you do it is something that you'll have to catch up the right time, and you can contact us for any of the help on. We register companies, partnership firms, trust societies, IE code, VAT, service tax, we obtain PAN, TAN, shops and establishment registration, drug license, provident fund, ESA. ESA, there is a case study where one of my clients, suddenly there was an officer from ESA and he said, who are you? And the person said, I am so-and-so from ESA. He said, what do you do with ESA? He says, employee state insurance. Oh, you're from insurance company? No, you're not interested in insurance policy. And he says, so I have the powers to shut down your company. You are talking like, so the thing happened in a very negative thing, and it went up a very problem, and that's the time he came to us and we got the problem solved. So something like unawareness. People are not aware of some of the registration which have to happen. If that doesn't happen, they are, and very importantly, the government people usually want to talk with the heads of the business. They will say, okay, you come to my office, you have to go over there, stay for some time, and they will make your life miserable in terms of wasting your time. And this entire wasting of time and effort can be avoided in case the business are taken care properly. 11th level is maximum registration. We are happy to say that we are the only people in India who do the maximum registration process. Usually maximum people want to start a book or a periodical, they go and do the registration by themselves. We help to get the maximum registration. We have about 600 plus clients in the past 4 years. Most of the companies are startup companies, small and mid-sized companies. Just quick run through. We have been covered in media, both the print and online media. So Times of India had an article about my company, Cogzidel. Business Can is one of the popular magazines in Bangalore, which talked about services like who can help you to reduce cost, where we have been showcased. Ideas for Startup is a website, I believe Lavanya, a partner of Praveen, started this website there. They wanted to talk about the success of entrepreneurs. And in Daily Tandri, Dinamalar. Financial Digest, one of our members, Mr. Karthik, helped me to get this article done. It's one of the popular newspapers in Sri Lanka. By looking at this paper, people contacted me and I did a big project. People from Sri Lanka. They came down to Chennai all the way and they did this. Referrals, aspiring entrepreneurs. People who are about to start up is my primary target because those are the guys who want to register the company, then accounting, auditing, all statutory complaints, taxation are required, so we help them. Apart from this, people who are the business or the established business, like small and medium enterprises. In case you come across anyone who are in this kind of a field, like software, real estate, telecommunication, financial services, construction, corporate gifting, hardware, interior designers, printing, manufacturers, training and development, travel and logistics. If you know anyone in this business, you could help us. See, this is not something that they have a need. While we sit and talk to them, we understand that there are many things. No company in India is perfect in terms of statutory companies. So there must be something which may be lacking. So that is why we come into picture. We sit, we don't charge for the study of this. We sit with the entrepreneurs, see that what exactly they have done, what they have not done, and we advise them. So that's the whole idea. So you could refer people to us whether they have a need or not. That's the whole point. And thanks for your time and patience.
I have one quick question. In last week's presentation, you said that you also do publication magazine.
That's what. Thank you.
Does this apply to you?
Value for money, yes, it is. Because since our target customers are primarily the startup companies, every penny counts for them. And also they always look for, they talk in pros saying that I'm going to make so much, and when it comes to my charges, they say I am not of course. So invariably we grow along with the customers. That's the overall.
He doesn't value for money, he evaluates your money.